You know, sometimes to really understand a story, you have to start at the end. Today, we're going to dive into a narrative that doesn't unfold in a straight line. Instead, it's all told through the lens of memory and loss. So let's just get right into it. And this one line, wow, it just sets the entire tone for what we're about to explore. It immediately makes you think about endings differently, doesn't it? It's not about a separation, it's about an absence. This profound quiet where words and laughter used to be. So, this is where we begin, right here, in the present, with a stark, heartbreaking image. And the central question just hangs in the air: how did we get to this point? To understand the silence, we have to go back to the sound. All right, let's rewind. We're stepping back from this moment of grief all the way back to the hopeful beginning. We need to see the foundation of the world these two people created, just for themselves. It's such a simple, almost universal start to a love story, isn't it? A routine built on just waiting to see each other. This daily act, it wasn't just about meeting up, it was the rhythm of their life together. A small, consistent promise that they would always connect. Riya's words here, they tell you something so crucial. For her, their relationship wasn't just about romance, it was a sanctuary. He was her anchor in a world that, as we're about to see, felt anything but safe. And this brings us to the turning point, because every sanctuary faces a threat, and for them, that threat came from the outside world, ready to challenge the very foundation of the life they were building. And there it is, the conflict arrives, not as some slow-burning issue, but like a sudden, immovable wall. It's a decision made by others that completely disregards the world they had so carefully built for just the two of them. This is where their personal love collides head-on with societal and family pressure. You can just feel the desperation in these words. This isn't just a preference for her. It's a statement about her entire identity. Her life, as she saw it and wanted it, was fundamentally tied to him. To lose him was to lose her entire vision for the future. So here, we see their dilemma laid bare. On one side, you have his solution. It's hopeful, it's radical, a complete break from the world that's trying to force them apart. But on the other side, you have her reality. And it wasn't about a lack of love. It was the paralyzing, crushing weight of fear. We've now arrived at the story's climax, where the conflict finds its tragic resolution. This part focuses on their final communications, where every single word is just heavy with unspoken meaning. The time itself, 2 a.m., it just paints this picture of isolation, of late-night desperation, a glowing phone in a dark city. It's its moment of false connection, a message sent out that he wouldn't fully understand until it was far, far too late. On the surface, you could read that in so many ways, but in the context of her arranged marriage, these words become this haunting farewell. The "this she can't do anymore" isn't just the fight for their love, it's life itself, under these conditions. So if the text message was that sudden, cryptic signal, this letter, this is her final, deliberate testament. It's her chance to explain the feeling that her last message just couldn't fully capture. In these words, we find the heartbreaking core of her decision. See, she doesn't blame him. She doesn't even really blame her family. She turns it all inward. She sees herself as someone who possesses this powerful, incredible love, but just lacks the strength to protect it from the world. It's an incredibly tragic confession. The silence that we were introduced to at the very beginning now has its devastating source. The conflict is resolved not by escape or by acceptance, but by a final, tragic act of despair. And now we return to the present, to the narrator, standing at her grave. But with the full story now understood, his perspective has shifted. He's reinterpreting everything, especially her promises. This is the heart of the story's title. Her original promise was, "I will never leave you." And in that moment by her grave, he realizes that, in the most heartbreaking way possible, she kept it. She didn't leave him for someone else. She became a permanent part of him. This offers a final, powerful reflection. It suggests that the end of a life is not the end of a love story. Instead, the story transforms. It moves from being a shared experience into a cherished internal memory that continues to live on. And this is the question the narrative really leaves us with.
It challenges our whole definition of an ending, suggesting that for a love this profound, survival just takes on a different form. It's more silent. It's eternal. And that's a thought that really lingers long after the story is told.